It's the first game back in Atlanta for the Hawks. They're still alive in the playoff hunt, just 2 games out of the final seed.
And they face this team just once more after tonight. So they lost that first matchup. They're looking to get this one to boost their confidence and give themselves a chance to win the season series.
And, Greg, I think that'll have them coming out of the locker room with a little pep in their step. I mean, they do not want to lose back-to-back games to this team, especially having only one more game to play against them this season.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Freak, and it's Cowan in at the 5 spot. Teague's it to Bazemore. Millsap a screen. Pass to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
LeBron with it. He had 10 points in the win against Toronto. Here's Freak. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Millsap. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
Bazemore, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bazemore's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And the Cavaliers with possession here after the basket by Atlanta. And the shot is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Teague kicks to Millsap. All sorts of time. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Freak. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now here is Hardaway. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that one's good.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end. Well, I don't think you're going to miss too many like those.
Teague with the ball, guarded now by Irving. Millsap to Bazemore. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Freak, rejected by Teague. To the inside, Horford. Great D that time from James.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
1:46 left to play in the first. Teagues it to Bazemore, and he gets it to go. Bazemore's got his third basket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Chris Humphries has checked in for Horford. McDermott comes in for Kent Bazemore. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder's. The Hawks leading. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland. Freak in its shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with Smith. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Cowan in at the center position. And Atlanta has possession. They set the pick. Top of the key, Korver. Three-pointer. Count that one. Korver's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Atlanta. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Irving kicks to Freak. Rebounded by Kilpatrick.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Right wing. McDermott, no one around him. Great look, but off the mark.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Nobody near Irving. Gets a very good look and converts. Irving's got his second bucket. The Hawks leading by 3. Schroeder passes to McDermott. The feed to Korver. Passes it to McDermott. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Irving. Shot clock at 3. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Smith. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors was simply terrific. He ended up with 38 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Horford the pass to Kilpatrick. The dish to Korver. The Hawks working the ball around. Picked by Horford. Jumper off the screen, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And it's Freak missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Irving up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Unloads from 13. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. The Hawks leading by 3. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Here's Kilpatrick, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. It's really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Freak number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
Evans, he's checked in for Cleveland. That's good. And 12 points for Freak.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Dishes to McDermott. From outside the arc. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And that one's good. Freak.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Teague kicks to McDermott. Picked by Horford. The pass to Bazemore. Hardaway from outside. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Chris Humphries has checked in for Atlanta. Millsap comes in for McDermott. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. James comes in for J.R. Smith. Shumpert is checked in for Freak. And it's Matthew Dellavedova. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers on top, up by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with LeBron James. LeBron, how were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's not easy at all. We're just flying around helping each other defensively, and we're able to get stops and we're able to execute offensively.
A disruptive defense, always dangerous. LeBron, thank you. Kevin?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Teague, and it's Bazemore at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Irving against Teague. Down low, and Horford, here we go. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Feeds it to Freak. Pass to Cowan. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Freak. And the 3 off target. The Hawks trail by 4. Picked by Horford. Here's Bazemore. He's covered by Irving. Millsap kicks to Hardaway. Here's the screen. They double him with Freak. Teague dishes to Millsap. But they'll get another chance. Left side Hardaway. Horford kicks to Teague. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And stolen by Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot is good. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Clock at 6. Picked by Horford. Here's Hardaway. Tries yet again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving attacking. LeBron kicks to Smith. Here's Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Schroeder passes to McDermott. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Schroeder kicks to McDermott. Pass to Schroeder. Fires from the wing. And the shot is good. Schroeder's got his first 2 points. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Irving dishes to Freak. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Picked by Horford. Now here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's McDermott. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. McDermott's got 7 points.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going to your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Freak, third.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them.
A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Inside, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in scoring, first in free throw shooting, and he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He has 20 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Free throw good. Freak. The Hawks making a switch here. Humphries checked in. And both free throws good from Freak. And here's Schroeder. They set the pick. 1:56 left in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. Now Freak. 22 points for him. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Dellavedova. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Here's Schroeder. He kicks it to Korver. They get it back. Here's McDermott. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. McDermott's got 9. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Freak. Atlanta with the rebound. Humphries has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Korver. He dishes it to Humphries. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Schroeder with the ball. Outside Korver. 3-pointer. The shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Smith kicks to Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 27 points for Freak.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. Humphries the pass to Kilpatrick. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Atlanta making some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Humphries. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Love's checked in for Fry. LeBron comes in for J.R. Smith. Freak's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Freak. And it's Cowan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Irving kicks to Freak, launches it. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Hawks trailing. Now here's Teague. To the left wing. Bazemore for three. Can't get it to go. He's made four and just missed his fourth. Here's LeBron. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Now here's Hardaway. He's tightly guarded, picked by Horford. Hardaway dishes to T. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
At the top of the key, Horford. Outside Teague. To end the run. He lays it in. Teague's got 4 this quarter.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Cleveland leading by 5. Irving kicks to Freak. And he lays it straight in. Freak's got 32 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Teague. Hardaway with it. Out defended by Freak. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. The wide open look for Love. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's 6 points for Teague.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith is checked in. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Here's Teague. They double him with Freak, and stolen by Freak.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Cleveland.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
With a solid strategy, building on that first win in this season series, they rack up another W to make it 2-zip. And with one left to play this year against the Hawks.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
No American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour a fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect. Fear not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word, like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league is supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh at the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost taste the playoffs from here. Kenny, how do they taste?
Wait, hold on. Ooh, tastes like chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, this is a season I'm sure they're anxious to put behind them, and it probably can't end soon enough. As of now, they have the worst record in the NBA. Almost the end of the regular season, several teams looking very good for the playoffs. Kenny, what's more valuable, having well-rested players or getting home court advantage?
Easy. If you're banged up, rest. If you're healthy, home court advantage. Easy, easy, Ernie. But the rhythm and momentum are just as important entering the postseason.
You know what, Ernie? Back in the day, everyone tried to play a full 82. Even if you had a sprained finger or head cold, you're like, forget that, I'm playing. But my advice, if you have a shot at home court, you go for it.
You would play with a head coach?
Let's meet your Cleveland Cavaliers starting lineup. At the center position, standing 6'11", number 14, Sasha Cowd. He's starting at forward from UCLA, number 0, Kevin Love. He's starting at point guard from Duke University, number 2, Kyrie Irving. From St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James. At the point guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Freak, the head coach of your home team. Once again, your
The Wizards are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
And they've been every bit as good as expected, Greg, rolling through the regular season, and they're gathering momentum as the postseason grows closer. I would say they'll be dangerous again in the playoffs.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Gortat, and that one is hammered home.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
It's stolen by Morris. Wall against Irving. Here's Porter. The good-looking shot from the wing.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. I caught up with Washington's head coach. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, thanks. And here's Wall. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Just 3 to shoot. And Gortat with the stuff.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
LeBron with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Inside, here's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's 7 points for Freak. The Wizards have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And he sinks the second. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by James. Soft touch off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Irving against Wall. Here's Beal on target from 13 feet. Beal's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
To the paint, and Morris comes over to help. Here's Freak, and that's going to be a treble.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Morris. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Gortat. Not a lot of room. 16 feet away. Love grabs the board.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Outside, Wall feeds to Beal. Launches a 3. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
Here is Wall following the basket by LeBron James. Gortat dishes the Wall. And again, Washington no good. Cavaliers leading. James the pass to Love. And a wide open look for Freak. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Freak number 1.
Well, if you're on this leaderboard, Kevin, whether the one game, your coach and your teammates are happy because free throws mean points on the board and a better chance to win when you knock them down.
Here is Wall. He's coming off a 25-point game against Brooklyn. Beal gets a wide open look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. LeBron kicks to Freak. No good on the triple. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots, and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key. That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Wall kicks to Anderson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he makes the first. Reggie Evans, who's checked in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Anderson.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Freak kicks to Dellavedova. Smith left side. Here's Freak. It's John Wall with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the pass to Beal. Off the pick. The shot misses.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead as they end the first quarter on a 14-5 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you'll get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, there's no way you about to eat that. So.
Do you think John Wall's under for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point.
And Love's checked in for Evans. James comes in for Smith. Freaks checked in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Hansbrough's checked in for Washington. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 39 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose and stolen by Freak. Here's LeBron. He nails it, and we're tied up. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Nice ball movement by Washington. That's good from Porter on the assist by Wall.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
And that one's good. Freak. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Wall dishes to Anderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 5.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Irving passes to Freak. Irving sets a screen for Freak. Rebound, Washington. Wall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anderson right side. The feed to Porter. Down low, here's Hansbrough. The shot, no good. Good D by Love. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Freak. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Freak's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. Wall against Irving. And Wall kicks to Anderson. And that one's good. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Washington out in front, leading by just 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm with LeBron, and you didn't have much resistance in that first quarter, but the second quarter they came out strong. What made them successful in that one?
I mean, it's a good team. It's a really good team, and they executed in the second quarter, made shots.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And in the third and fourth quarters, guys, don't let our commitment to rebounding slow down our transition game. Let's still be quick to get out on the break. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
The Wizards with the lead. So on the floor for Washington. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Porter is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the 5 down low. Now here's Wall. 6 to shoot. Porter in the corner. Off target from outside. Well, Cleveland shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Beal pulls it in.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Irving dishes to James. He feeds it to Freak. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got the first field goal of the second half for the Cavs. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Beal. Rebound Love. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Cleveland moving it around. Here's the 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And Beal kicks the Wall. It's deflected, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. And a switcher also for Washington. Jared Dudley's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Beal from long range. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Irving kicks to Freak. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 24 points for Freak.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And it's blocked. Right wing. Fires from the corner. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
They set the screen. Here's Marjanovic. Almost, but it rolls out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You can see the frustration on his face.
Washington trailing. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The three from Dudley. Good on the shot. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Wall. He's got 8. And Dudley kicks to Wall. To the wing right side. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got 5 points so far.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Beal the pass to Anderson. And again, Washington with the triple.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Freak. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Cowan in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Well, they've also really been down in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Roof shots.
First free throw is good. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anderson. That one misses. Wizards leading by 3. There's Beal with the 3. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
That is good. 33 points for Freak.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Wall. Here we go now. Wall with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Cleveland?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Porter with it. He's picked up by James. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Freak. shot is off, and it's Washington the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Yeah, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
On the wing, Irving. To the middle. Here's Freak. Nice D from Wall.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Morris, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assists. James has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. It's Wall with the drive. Wide open, and he gets the bucket.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Outside Irving. Inside, there's Freak. Morris with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Again, the miss by Wall.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
They can't guard us on the perimeter, but spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Smith has checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Anderson's checked in. And here's Wall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Freak. Wall grabs the board. Wall's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now Wall. Pass to Anderson. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Cowan. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
There's a screen by Gortat. And stolen by Freak. The finish. But they'll get another chance.
Snatched down the long bounce and got him another possession.
Can't throw it down with one hand. Dishes it to Porter. Takes a three. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Freak kicks to Love. To the paint. There's Freak. And that one's good. Freak's got 37.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here. Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And so they foul intentionally. Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. 37 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Freak's got 42 in the game.
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
And so it's Washington with it. 11-point game. Jackson passes to Baker. Here's Marjanovic. Fades and shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
To me, it was his three-point shot that made the biggest difference for them. He was killing them from long range. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal and Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old montage, old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs, Ernie, physicality. You can't hesitate to give a foul, prevent easy buckets, a.k.a. you got to touch them up.
Got to touch them up, but experience, to me, is probably the biggest thing. Because there's no way to understand playoff basketball until you're there. And so teams that shoot a lot of free throws also has a big advantage because guys get to the line. They know they could slow the game down when things are getting bogged down offensively.
That's what my old buddy Dick Versace used to say.
What?
You know what he used to say about free throw shooting? He called it the NBA.
Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Let's get a nice clean game.
Last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers who came away with the W against the Pacers. And for sure, they're looking for the sweep of the season series. A win tonight would do it. They lead 3-0.
And we talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with Freak, and it's Cowan in at the center. Now the dish to Freak. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
He's yours.
Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Cleveland on defense. It's a 3-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Hill with it. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. And he gets it to go. Hill's got his first bucket of the night. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. It's Freak, top of the key. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Hill kicks to George. Shot off the screen. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Ellis, following the basket by Freak. Allen with the screen for Ellis. Got it from 16 feet. Ellis has got his second basket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Pick up by Hill. They double him with Freak.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Chicago.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
Mahinmi's checked in for Hill. And Cleveland also making a change. Smith has checked in. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw good, James. Pacers trail by 9. Knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. That pushes it to double digits. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that. Looking at Cleveland since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1.
Some changes for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for Allen, and Ty Lawson subbed in for Hill. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lawson kicks to Ellis. There's the pick. To end the run. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Irving's got the ball. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And the rejection by Mahimi. Love the pass to Freak. That falls. Great assist by Love. And 12 points for Freak.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Lawson dishes to George. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Here's Ellis. And it's Irving with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 13. Pass to Love. Back to Irving. And a wide open look for Freak. And another three for Cleveland.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Ellis goes in. Sweet little floater. Ellis has got 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Out to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. On the wing, Irving. Lets it go from 14. Almost, but it rolls out.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Here is Miles. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago. George, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And that one's good. Freak.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's George following the basket by Freak. It's taken away by Smith. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Smith.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Smith against George. He feeds it to Miles. And here's Lawson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cavaliers lead by 18. The second quarter coming up right after. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team. Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but
so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for Lavoy Allen. George is checked in for Hill, and it's Ellis in for Ty Lawson. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahimi. Then there's C.J. Miles, and it's George in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. He's got 17 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And both free throws good from Freak.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 42 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
There's a good screen. Hill. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Great defense that time from Ellis. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Hill. He's got 6. Ellis left side. Shoots off the screen. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Ellis has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And it's Freak missing. And Indiana shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. It's back to Hill. The feed to Mahinmi. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist from Mahinmi. And 12 points for Monte Ellis.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Cowan in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Offensive rebound. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
That is good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 29.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Ellis goes in. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 8 points. Cleveland's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Down low. And taken away by Ellis. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Opportunities for one another. And a moment now to see some numbers for Paul George. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for George Hill. 90 seconds now into the second half. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Cavaliers number 1. In third, the Pacers.
When you knock down three-pointers at a high rate, it's attributable to spacing, Kevin. Spreading the floor so defenses can't cover that shot and get there to challenge them.
Irving kicks to Freak. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pick up by Hill. Allen passes to Ellis. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes in this game.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Here's Hill. Misses off the left iron.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And taken away by Ellis. Lawson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And the basket by Hill.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Irving. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
They double in with Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Mon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Pick up by Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Ellis.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Got it.
To the inside. It's stolen by Hill. Lawson outside. Hill dishes to Lawson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Some changes for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hill. And it's CJ.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. Smith kicks to Freak from deep. Excellent D there from Hill. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Still Pacers ball.
That's tipped and stolen by Freak. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And here are the Cavaliers now. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. We've got Hill. Robinson is out there with Solomon Hill. Then there's Bellinelli. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pick up by Hill. Off the pick. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
For 3, and the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball, good, and a nice shot from Freak.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Here's Garibaldi. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Hill, a screen on Shumpert. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Kicks to Bellinelli. Clock at 6. No one covering.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And that one's good. Freak.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Hill, no good. For Cleveland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And Shumpert kicks to Freak. Inside, over in the corner, Barnes. It's Evans on the wing. Feeds it to Freak. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Freak's got 44.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Bellinelli. They set the pick. Here's Hill, but he gets it back. The second chance effort. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Indiana.
Ty Lawson.
Here's Shumpert. Dishes to Freak, and it's sent back by Hill. And they're able to recover.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
The Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. There's the 3. Again, missing Hill.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Freak. And another miss by Cleveland. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lawson kicks to Bellinelli. It's good from long range.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Freak. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Freak's got 47 points.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Robinson for 3, and Indiana another 3.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
They grabbed their own miss, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pick up by Hill. And Lawson, here we go. From the baseline. No luck.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
For 3. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Freak's got 52 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And you can rock the brooms now, fellas. They found a way to defeat this opponent all 4 games this year, finishing out a clean sweep for their season series against the Pacers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Indiana making a change here. Miles is checked in.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Pick up by Hill. Lawson drives in. Evans with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Freak throws it down.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. From deep 3-point range, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Freak.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just... cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3 ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal, and that really opened up the game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you, from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season and taking away some of those back-to-back games. But it's like bowling, Ernie. I'm a good bowler. Like, you're using your right arm a lot, and sometimes you need to rest it. You can't just start bowling with your left. So for me, I bowled a perfect game twice in my life. I'm only using right hand. You need that rest.
That was the worst analogy I ever heard in my life.
No.
Yeah, I think so too.
think the
How
crowd loves
good a bowler are you, Kenny?
I'm probably like a 190 bowler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I
consistently.
don't buy that either.
Me either.
Okay.
Are you a good bowler, Shaq?
Yep, good cereal bowler.
Oh!
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at BMO Harris Bradley Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. To take a look at the Cavaliers, this is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Cowan in at the 5 spot. In the corner, it's James. No good with the triple. Cavaliers on D. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Now here's Freak. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Feeds it to Parker. Pass to Carter Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Carter Williams has got 5 points so far. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving drives in. This one for 3. And it's Freak missing. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Middleton. Here's Parker, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
2 shots.
And Parker drops them both. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Freak. Monroe kicks to Parker. Lets it go from 11, and it's Freak with the rebound.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
To the inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Cleveland shooting their first foul shot of the night. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
There's a screen. Screen by Monroe. Parker dishes to Middleton. They get it back. Parker passes to Monroe. Middleton for 3, and that is good. Middleton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Outside Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. And that one's good. Freak.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Kicks it down to Middleton. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Middleton's got 5.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
James kicks to Freak. Pass to Love. Down low. And that one's good. Freak. 12 points for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Middleton outside. Monroe, the pass to Middleton. On to Tacumbo, kicks to Monroe. To the middle, tries to save it. Here's Freak. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Here's Freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot for the three. And it's Freak missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
A different look for Milwaukee. John Henson comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Thornton in for Chris Middleton. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Henson, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron James on the wing. And the layup falls.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Carter Williams, guarded closely. Six to shoot. On the wing, Thornton. To the paint. Here's Parker. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
That's good. 16 points for Freak.
Boy, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Back to Thornton. Parker dishes to Henson. No good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Well, it's...
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks dancer.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've been making some really nice passes.
Bucks trail by 4. On the court for Cleveland. Freak. He's in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Irving. And it's Cowan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 18 points for Freak.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Carter Williams against Irving. And Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. Clock at 4. The 3. Shot is no good, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
He dishes it to Middleton. Here's Monroe, and that's going to be a travel. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Freak is second.
Boy, it's been a great few weeks for him, Kevin, especially when you look at what he's done defensively. His effort there has kind of reminded me of the Tasmanian Devil, and he's actually helped his team create scoring opportunities off its defense.
James, the pass to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his third assist on the night.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. That's good. Middleton's got 7 points.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Irving with it. Now Monroe defending. James, the pass to Cowan. Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He has 20 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And both free throws good from Freak.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
And stolen by Freak.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Bucks trail by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Parker up top. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Parker's got 6 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
LeBron dishes to Freak. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Freak's got 24.
They're working in closer to the bucket here in the second.
Well, the threes weren't falling early, and sometimes seeing a few easier ones go in can renew that confidence.
Now Carter-Williams, and again it's Milwaukee converting. And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers on top, up 6. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter-Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. Irving passes to Cowan, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, he was tremendous. He ended with 62 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Price checked in. Middleton drives in, and the shot is good. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. They double in with Freak, and stolen by Freak. Now Cleveland moving it up. Freak with the ball.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Bucks trail by 8. Middleton outside, trying to find Parker. He's got it now. And that's collected by Love.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Irving. Pass to Freak for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. That's now 32 points for Freak.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some work.
Quit being so soft.
Needed to run through Monroe. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. And it's Dellavedova missing. Bucks trail by 11. Carter Williams dishes to Stauskas. Monroe with it, working on Fry. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on.
1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Henson with the screen. Stauskas kicks to Thornton. The 3. And again, the Bucks miss. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Freak sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got 11 in the second half. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Thornton dishes to Antetokounmpo, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And for the Cavaliers, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Freak missing. Smith against Thornton. And stolen by Freak. And Henson sends it back. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Freak. On the court for Cleveland. Freak in at point guard. J.R. Smith out there. with LeBron James. Then there's Irving. And it's Cowan in at the center, locking down the middle. Bucks trail by 18. And here is Carter Williams. Hits from the high post.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Carter Williams has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Freak passes to Irving. To the middle. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Freak's got 39.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
The drive by Monroe. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Again, Carter Williams missing. On the wing, Irving. The dish now to Freak. He feeds it to James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Down low, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Love comes in for Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to James. Freak's got 41. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
At the elbow, it's James. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Middleton. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And Thornton kicks to Parker. Now the feed to Middleton. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Carter Williams. Some solid defense there from Freak. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Shoots the 3. And that one's good. Freak's got 44.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And a foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Here's LeBron. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks answers.
Here's Middleton. Carter Williams. Smith kicks to Monroe. And stolen by James. Here's Freak. The shot misses. Now here's Carter Williams. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Kicks it to Love. Smith on the wing. It's a pick by Love. Smith drawing the double team. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Bucks trail by 21. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Carter Williams, a screen on James. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. Oh, that's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. That's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
A different look from Milwaukee. One's checked in for Parker. Nick Stauskas comes in for Chris Middleton. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Vaughn, the pass to Henson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Let's go. And again, the Bucks miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter, and that one's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game, Clark, and Steve's kind of touched on it, is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Yeah, absolutely a big plus. And oftentimes, Kevin, we've seen it time and time again. Your performance at the line can be the difference maker in a game.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And, Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Dishes it to Henson. 6 on the shot clock. Stauskas kicks to Henson. They double him with Freak. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Dellavedova from the corner. Can't get it to go. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin